outside and rest for a while in the warm summer sun. I've been walking all day and I'm nearly done. And I see by your gravestone you were only 19 when you joined the Glorious Fallen in 1916. Well, I hope you died quick, I hope you died clean. Oh, Willie McBride, was it slow and obscene? Did they beat the drum slowly? Did they play the fife lowly? Did the rifles fire on you as they lowered you down? Did the bugles play the last post and chorus? Did the pipes play the flowers of the forest? Did you leave a wife or sweetheart behind? In some faithful heart is your memory enshrined. And though you died in 1916, to that loyal heart are you always 19? Are you a stranger without even a name, forever enshrined behind a glass pane, in an old photograph, torn and tattered and stained, and fading to yellow in a brown leather frame? Did they beat the drum slowly? Did they play the fife lowly? Did the rifles fire on you as they lowered you down? Did the bugles play the last post and chorus? Did the pipes play the flowers of the forest? The sun shining now on these green fields of France. The warm wind blows gently, the red poppies dance. The trenches have vanished long under the plough. No gas, no barbed wire, no guns firing now. But here in this graveyard that's still no man's land, the countless white crosses in mute with you stand. To man's blind indifference to his fellow man, and a whole generation butchered and damned. Did they beat the drum slowly? Did they play the fife lowly? Did the rifles fire on you as they lowered you down? Did the bugles play the last post and chorus? Did the pipes play the flowers of the forest? Well, I can't help but wonder, Willie McBride, do all those who lie here know why they died? Would they have believed them if they told them the cause? Would they have believed this war would end war? The suffering and the sorrow, the glory and the shame, the killing and the dying, it was all done in vain. For Willie McBride it all happened again, again and again, again and again. Did they beat the drum slowly? Did they play the fife lowly? Did the rifles fire on you as they lowered you down? Did the bugles sound the last post and chorus? Did the pipes play the flowers of the forest? Did the bugles sound the last post and chorus? Did the pipes play the flowers of the forest?
Well, that was my version of a great song by Eric Bogle called The Green Fields of France, or Willie McBride. The story goes that Eric went to visit the war graves in France and was so moved by the amount of white crosses that he saw there that he sat and wrote this song. And it's a very poignant song about the generation of young men that died in the First World War, 1914, 1918. So, okay, we're checking this out today. It's not a hard song to play. We start in G, and it's G to an E minor, to a C, to an A minor, to a D, and a D, and a C, back to G. Now that's the round, and the round stays the same in the verses, but you play it twice. So it's, well, I'll go through that again. It's G to E minor, to C, to A minor, to D, stay on D, going to C, back to G. Okay? Now, well, I'll go through the picking pattern in a minute, but the chorus starts in D. Did they beat the drum slowly? Did they sing the 5G? Did the D da 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 to the C and back to G? Play the bugles, let's see, bugles, play the last post and chorus to E minor, back to G. Did the pipes play the C of the D and back to G? Okay, I'll go through that again. Did they beat the drums slowly? Did they see the pipes G? Did they D, and it's C and going to G? That's the verse and the little bridge. Now, you can pretty much do what you like to this. You could strum it, you could pick it as I did, but the walkdowns are very important. You start with this G, and it's okay. Now all I'm doing is I'm starting in G, and on the 6th string I'm walking down from what is my 3rd fret to my 2nd fret. Sorry, I didn't say that I have my capo on the 5th fret here, and if you want to play along with me, obviously you'll have it on the 5th fret, but it's all relative to your voice and your vocal comfort. If you can play this open, you'll have a lower voice than I've got, so it's up to you. But taking into account we are on the 5th fret and everything, so this is my fret 1, 2 and 3 and so on. So I'm playing a G, so on the 6th string on the 3rd fret I'm walking down to the 2nd fret and then open. Okay, now you're under a G chord, so you're picking that and then strumming. Then you're going to an E minor, so you've gone walk to the E minor, and then you go to a C and walk to A minor, and you do exactly the same. So you're on this C chord, and you're now on the 5th string, and you're walking down from the 3rd fret to the 2nd fret. Then you're going to a D. C, back to G. You do it again. G, walk down to E minor, to the C, walk to A minor, and coming past that C and going back to the G. If you wish to, you can hammer the C on, so you get... Well, I should have hit the 6th string then. So you got G, walk to E minor, and C, walk to A minor, and D, hold the D, and it's C, hammer on, back to G. You do that twice. And it's C, hammer on to G. Did they beat the drums slowly? Did they see play? And if you want, you can hammer on the 5 slowly. Did the rifles dig slowly as they lowered you down to the C? Rifles, till the last post and chorus. Walk down that G. Back to G. Did the pipes play the flowers of the forest? Okay, so the picking pattern I'm using on this F4-2-3-1, which means if you're playing a D chord, you would hit the 4-2-3-1 strings. If you're playing a C chord, you would strike 5-2-3-1. If you're playing a G chord, you would do 6-2-3-1. Now, of course, this has got walkdowns, so I'm starting on a G, so I'm doing 6-2-3-1, walking down to the E minor, 6-2-3-1, C, 5-2-3-1, walk to A minor, 5-2-3-1, and then a D, 4-2-3-1, 4-2-3-1, and 5-2-3-1 on the C, and back to 6-2-3-1 on the G. So you got 6-2-3-1, walk down to 6-2-3-1 on the E minor, 5-2-3-1, walk to A minor, 4-2-3-1, 4-2-3-1, 5-2-3-1, back to 6-2-3-1. Okay, G, 6-2-3-1, walk to E minor, 6-2-3-1. C, 5-2-3-1, walk to 5-2-3-1 on A minor, and it's 4-2-3-1, 4-2-3-1, back to C, 5-2-3-1, and G, 6-2-3-1. Okay, now that's the picking pattern I was using, but of course it works whatever you do, as long as you pick your basses out. If you're just going to strum, just do an up-down strum, but pick the basses out. So in the G you would go, hit the G, hit the 6th string, and then down, up, down, up. So 6, down, up, walk down to A minor, 6, down, up, 5, hit the 5th string, 5, down, up, walk down to 5, down, up on the A minor, and then 4, down, up, and 5 when you play the C, and back to 6, down, up. So whether you pick it or whether you strum it, either way it works. Pick your basses out. If you're strumming, pick your basses out and play the strum quite softly, so you've got a... You can hear the basses there. Okay, that's a strum. If you're going to pick it, it would be... Sorry, I'll start that again. Okay, so either way works. It's completely up to you how you wish to play it. So, and that's the whole song. It really is a very simple progression. It's a very nice song. Yeah, people will cry when you play it. So sing it and carefully. So I hope you enjoyed watching that. I hope you enjoyed the song, and I hope that helps you to learn to play it. So keep watching, keep listening, and most of all, keep practicing. I'll see you next time. Bye now.